What is Devon Larratt's real worth? What is your place in the world arm wrestling ranking? To answer this question, it is necessary to do some history of his most memorable and important matches. The recent meeting with Sandris Sedis seems to rekindle the spotlight on Larratt. Sedis is certainly not among the top 10 in the world rankings, but a clear difference between the two challengers was revealed during the match. Larratt demolished Sedis very easily with a flat 6-0, even using a little sarcasm during the arm wrestling pull. It was a very entertaining show, I admit. During his bout with Eugene Prudnik, Larratt demonstrated his ability to match his opponent's power. There were predictions that Larratt was the loser, but thanks to his experience, he managed to turn the opinion of many arm wrestling enthusiasts and professionals upside down. At the first start, it looked like Devon might lose, but in the following rounds Larratt still won 3-0. In the meeting with the Georgian Levon instead, we witnessed a one-sided match. Larratt seemed to be the only one capable of countering the power of that deadly athlete, but the latter's superiority was decidedly clear. That defeat began to clear up Devon Larratt's position in the world rankings in the minds of arm wrestling fans. The match against John Berzank is also very spectacular, but at the same time quite easy for Devon Larratt. Again, early in the match, Larratt looked like he might even lose to John. In fact, the American got off to a very strong start with his side push. Larratt had to sit on his own weight to try and compensate for Berzank's unexpected strength. After the initial phase, Larratt began to get back on top. In fact, he gradually got up until he reached a winning position. John is no longer a top 10, he's probably still a top 20 ranking. Even with John, Devon joked a bit, trying to intimidate him during the match. Many of you will remember meeting Dave Chaffee. Something aberrant, according to my aesthetic sense of arm wrestling. A match dedicated to the King's move, and with questionable refereeing. Even today I cannot believe the outcome of that challenge. But even on that occasion, Larratt came out on top. Another memorable match was with Matt Mask a few years ago. The two squared off with no holds barred, where Mask demonstrated his proverbial hilarity when at the arm wrestling table. The crazy horse, so jokingly defined, could not resist the pressure of Devon Larratt, who had not yet reached his current physical condition. Though he was a few years younger, he still wasn't the Larratt he is today. But even that match served to climb the world ranking list. At least he did it in the media. Over time things have evolved, and today Matt Mask often acts as a sparring partner with Devon Larratt. Here we see the two athletes pushing ahead of Devon Larratt's next fight. Seeing them compete against each other, and then seeing them train together, is an image that in my mind evokes the relationship between Rocky Balboa and Apollo Creed, in the Rocky movie saga. A beautiful scene. This makes us understand the great solidarity that exists between these athletes in the off-competition moments. The news according to which Devon Larratt will have to face Gennady Kvikvinia as his next opponent is recent. The news seems already confirmed, and the match is scheduled for the East vs West 7 event. May 5, 2023. In light of the above, I believe that Larratt has some athletes above his world ranking. These are the Georgian Levon, the Italian Ermes Gasparini, who I think has something more than Larratt, and the Russian Zor, who has recently scared many fans due to his recent performances in Russia. I think Devon Larratt could be a top 5, but 5th position has to contend with Dave Chaffee. I'd like to see a rematch between the two athletes after that match spoiled by fouls and refereeing, which I mentioned a little while ago. Larratt, if he were to win against Gennady, would not move his world ranking. But he is forced to win, of course. Thanks for following me, and see you in the next video. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you.